Hey YouTube, I'm Jess. Welcome back to my channel. I have a video on my channel showing my entire makeup collection and storage. It's from my old apartment, but everything is pretty much the same. I wanted to do a video today that was more focused on my everyday makeup. The makeup that I have in my everyday makeup bag that I keep separate from the rest of my makeup. Lots of products I switch up every single day, like my eyeshadow palettes, my highlighters, my blushes, my eyeliners, my lip products. Lots of products, I use the same ones every single day. So that's what today's video is gonna be about. I'm gonna show you everything that I have in my everyday makeup bag. I'm gonna show you little clips of me applying all the products so that you can see how they perform. And I'll leave links to everything in the description box down below, as well as links to all the products that I don't show you today that are on my face if you're curious about what else I have happening on my face today. So let's just get started. Okay guys, so this is my little makeup bag right here. I got this when I first started working at Charlotte Tilbury, so it is a little bit worse for wear. It has all the little cute lipstick prints on the one side, and then on the other side it says, "Give a woman the right makeup and she can conquer the world." So this little bag sits on my desk with me right at my left-hand side every single day so that I can reach in and grab the products that I use on a daily basis without having to dig around through all my drawers and be hunting things down all the time. So I just leave it open like this, sitting beside me, and then I can just reach in and grab what I need. So the first product that I have in here is my eyeshadow primer. So right now I'm using the Urban Decay eyeshadow primer potion. I am a huge advocate for eyeshadow primer. I feel like they make such a big difference. They work a lot better than concealers for priming the eyes in terms of keeping your eyeshadow on longer, preventing it from creasing. If you get a tinted one, it can help to get rid of any discoloration in your eyelid. This is just the original formula. I would prefer something tinted, but I have this one, so I'm using it up, and it does help with the longevity of my eyeshadow, so that's good enough for me. The next two products that I have in here are these guys right here. These are my Maybelline gel liners. I have them in Black is Black and brown. I'm wearing the brown on my eyes today, mostly because my black one is almost empty and quite dry, so it's a little bit of a struggle to work with right now, and I just wanted something kind of easy and natural. So we went with the brown today. I really love this liner. It goes on super smooth. It's very pigmented. I never really have to worry about it smudging. I also use this liner in my freelance makeup kit. It's so affordable. Just a really, really great overall gel liner. Honestly, these are so good. And I just buy them over and over again, and I have for many years. The next thing I have in here is my little eyelash curler. This is my Charlotte Tilbury lash curler. It works really well for me. Is it worth the price? I would say yes, because it does work really well. And I've had this since I started working for Charlotte Tilbury. So like 4 years, 5 years I've had this guy, and I've never even had to replace the little rubber guy inside here. I have like a cheaper one from the drugstore in my freelance makeup kit, and that one works perfectly fine, but yeah, I would say this is worth the money. I do really like it, and I love the rose gold color. I almost always have two mascaras on the go at one time. I like to just have options for different types of looks with my lashes. And I mean, honestly, I would have more than two at a time, but if I use more than two mascaras at one time, then they tend to dry out on me. So the two that I'm using right now are the Urban Decay Perversion Mascara and the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk Push Up Lashes Mascara. I really like both of these. It took me a little while to realize, but after using them for quite a while, I realized that I like the look of this best with just one coat for both of them. The Urban Decay is super black. I'm not a big volume person. I don't really like clumpy looking lashes. I like my lashes to look really full and luscious, add a little bit of length, a little bit of volume, but like nothing crazy. Pillow Talk is great for that, especially if you just do one coat. It does not clump up at all. Between the two, the Pillow Talk is more long wearing. The Urban Decay transfers on me definitely a little bit more, especially if it's super hot outside. I'll notice it kind of smudging underneath my lower lashes a little bit, but that doesn't really bother me, and I'm not a waterproof mascara type of person. I just don't really like the way that waterproof mascaras look on your lashes. They're kind of shiny and chunky, and yeah. I use them in my makeup kit only for people on wedding days because they're gonna be crying, but besides that, I prefer non-waterproof formulas. This guy right here, this is the Becca Under Eye Brightening Corrector. This is an under eye corrector used to kind of brighten up the under eye area. I have a video focusing exclusively on this product, so if you haven't seen that yet, I'll link it down below and up across the top here. But this guy right here is really great, nice and hydrating, does a really good job of brightening the under eye area. I have found the best way to use it is just with a sponge, take a small amount and then just dab it in under the eyes. The reason I have this in my everyday makeup bag is because I kept forgetting to use it. I had it in my little drawer that is sitting right here for a while, and I kept forgetting to use it. So I moved it into my everyday makeup bag recently so that I would remember to actually put it on, because it is an extra step that I've added into my routine recently that I never used to do. So I kept forgetting about it, and so now that I have it in my everyday makeup bag, I've been remembering it a lot more frequently. I feel like I've figured it out and I really like it, and I'm quite sad that Becca's gonna be discontinuing this when they shut down their brand in the fall. So if you haven't got this yet, definitely go check out the video where I show you it on one side and not the other. And I think in that video I said I didn't know if it was worth the price, but my opinion has definitely changed over to the other side now that I've kind of figured out how to work with it properly. And yeah, I really like this guy. Next, I went in with my concealers. So this is another product that I'll have 2 or 3, usually 2 going at a time. Right now I have in here the Too Faced Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer, and this new one that I picked up, the Makeup Forever Ultra HD Light Capturing Self-Setting Concealer. I've been really happy with this so far. It is so lightweight. The coverage is sort of more of a medium coverage than a full, but I found that if I go in like I did today with my color corrector underneath the concealer, it's perfect for that because of how lightweight it is. You're not packing on too much product underneath the eye. It blends out so beautifully, so smoothly. I did try it out in a vlog without setting it to see if it would self-set, and I was really impressed with how little it creased underneath my eyes without setting it with powder. I have, however, been setting it with powder ever since that day just to prevent any creasing at all. But yeah, I've been really happy with this guy so far. And then the Too Faced Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer. If you guys have been on my channel for the last like 2 years or something, I have been using this for so long. This is a massive bottle. You get, what is it, 15 mil of product in here compared to this Makeup Forever one, which is 5 mil, so literally 3 times as much product in here. It lasts so long and it's such a beautiful concealer. I love this for building up coverage. So today I used a more medium coverage foundation. I used the YSL one, I'll link it down below, but it's more of a medium coverage, and I do have some breakouts and stuff that are healing and some dark marks and discoloration from my acne. So I just went in with this and used it to build up the coverage in the areas where I needed it. And the color is a little bit better for my face as opposed to underneath my eyes. So this color right now I'm using for underneath the eyes. And then this one I'm using because it's more full coverage and it matches my face better. Yeah, I absolutely love this concealer. I will say, I just feel like it makes my skin look so airbrushed. It's got nice coverage on it, but it's not as thick as, say, the Tarte Shape Tape. I'd say it's comparable in coverage, but a thinner consistency, which is great. Shape Tape was too cakey for me. I ended up giving it away when I bought it because I just didn't dig it. This one, this is the one, okay? Another product that I have in my everyday makeup bag is this guy right here. This is my Jack Black Moisture Therapy Lip Balm. This is the scent Cucumber Lime, but all of the scents are really good, honestly. There's SPF 25 in this. I've been kind of hyping this up on my channel a little bit more recently because I realized that I never talk about it, and I feel like everyone needs to know about this. Jack Black is a men's skincare line, and we sold it when I was working at Holt's, and I ended up buying this for Will for Christmas one year, and Will never used it, so I just stole it from him, and that was how I discovered it. Oh look, see, I have another one sitting right here. Like, I literally love it. This is the mint flavor. It's pretty much the only lip balm that I've ever put on that I feel like actually heals my lips. It also gives the lips a really nice shine. It makes them feel so soft. It's not sticky. It's not like the Bite Beauty lip mask where it stays on the lips forever and ever. It's kind of a nice like in between. It doesn't come off in like 2 seconds. It's just perfect, you guys. If you're looking for a really amazing lip balm that's gonna actually heal your lips and help hydrate them and not make them drier, definitely check this guy out for sure. Next up in here, I have my Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finishing Powder in shade number 1. Shade number 1 is the shade that I use most often. I do have shade number 2 as well, but I keep this one in my everyday makeup bag because I will always use it to set my under eyes. So even if I'm a little bit more tan where I would be setting my face with shade number 2, I will still always go in with this one under my under eyes. And I can use this color to set my entire face when I'm less tan, so like more in the winter time. This is the absolute best powder that I've ever used. The name says it all, Airbrush Flawless Finishing Powder. It makes your skin look absolutely airbrushed without taking away any of the glow. I really like my skin to look glowy and dewy and fresh. There's almond oil and rose wax in it, so that prevents the powder from looking too dry and cakey. It's also jet milled 3 times, which means she puts them through the miller 3 times. So it's super, super, super finely milled, so it just disappears into the skin. Can't see it sitting there, but it does a beautiful job of setting your makeup. It's just really, really one of the best products in the Charlotte Tilbury range. My favorite powder that I've ever tried. I go through so many of these and it lives in my everyday makeup bag because I use it every day. Next up, my brow gel. Right now I'm using the Glossier Boy Brow in the color Brown. I haven't really been filling my brows in at all lately, especially since they're kind of overgrown and out of control. I actually made an appointment this morning, finally, to go and get my brows done. I'm so excited. I'm going tomorrow night. Just because they're so like crazy, I just don't like need to fill them in and bring attention to them. But I do want to add a little bit of extra darkness and definition and kind of emphasize the brow hairs and put them into the right shape, you know, like direct the hairs where to go. So this works really well for that. And yeah, I do like this. The color is not my favorite, especially when I have more blonde in my hair, but now that I'm practically a brunette because I haven't had my hair done in like a year, it's been working okay for me. So yeah, Glossier Boy Brow through the brows, quick and easy. Love this look. The last thing that I used on my makeup today that's in here is this bronzer. So this is the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Bronzer, and the reason I have this in my everyday makeup bag is because it's too big to fit anywhere else. It doesn't fit into any of my drawers. There's no space for it on my desk, so it lives in my everyday makeup bag. I don't necessarily use this every day. I actually have my little Dior bronzer that I use more often because I've been trying to use this up for so long. But this lives in my everyday makeup bag just because I don't have the space for it anywhere else. It's huge, so massive. Like, here's the airbrush powder compared. Like, it is just massive. It's beautiful, and I like the fact that the pans are refillable. You can pop this out and just buy the refill to save yourself money. This is shade number 2. I love this color as well. It is stunning. I use it to bronze and contour. It's not too warm, not too cool, just like a really beautiful shade. And yeah, that lives in my everyday makeup bag as well. A couple of honorable mentions that are in here. The last 2 things that are in here actually that I didn't use in the video today are my lash glue. So this is the Duo brush on adhesive with vitamins. This is the latex free version. I really like this lash glue. It is pretty soft. So when I pull off my lashes, they literally just come off so easily. Sometimes with some lash glues, you really like have to pull them off, and I'm so afraid I'm pulling out my eyelashes. So this is super gentle, and I really like it for that reason. I also really like, personally, when I'm doing like lashes for myself, the little brush on applicator. I haven't really been like wearing lashes lately, and because this is my everyday makeup look, I didn't want to put lashes on, so that lives in there as well. Easy access. And then my sharpener. So I have the little Charlotte Tilbury sharpener. Guys, is this worth the money? Absolutely. This is the best sharpener I've ever used in my life, especially if you buy Charlotte Tilbury pencils, so like the eyeliners, the color chameleons, the lip liners. Getting the sharpener is great. It'll help your other products last longer because it's made specifically to work with her pencils. So if you're using a different pencil sharpener, you might find yourself like over sharpening your products and then you're using up more product. If you buy her sharpener, your pencils will last you longer. I also really love that it has the lid on it. I know she's not like the inventor of putting a lid on a pencil sharpener, but I really love that it has that. And then it even has this little guy right here that you can go in and clean up the gunk from the sharpener. And you can pop off the bottom and clean under here as well. So really good for my makeup kit for those reasons, like really easy to clean. So I do have one in there as well. And yeah, this also lives in my everyday makeup bag. So that's it, you guys. That's everything that lives in my everyday makeup bag. My little Charlotte Tilbury buddy that sits beside me every single day. Products that I use on a daily basis that I love to death and have to have easily accessible to me. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you're not subscribed to my channel yet, please subscribe, and you can give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. That's gonna help more people to see it too. Leave me a comment down below so that I know you were here, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, you guys.